Supermine Online.
But my hope will never die. But my hope will never die.
What's going on, guys? My name is JackTheBus and welcome to a Black Ops 4 developer update video. Yesterday, Treyarch gave us some really nice quick update on everything they learned from the feedback they received from the beta weekend from Black Ops 4's multiplayer. In this video, I wanted to kind of highlight what changes have been made and why this is an important impact to the game going forward. Be sure to let me know down in the comments your thoughts on these type of news or update videos on future Black Ops 4 content, as I am more than happy to update you guys on new information that arises. Really quick, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that big boy bell so you don't miss future streams or uploads. Let's get into it. So to start off, Treyarch did state that those players who were unable to advance past level 34 in the beta will receive their permanent unlock token just like those who made it to level 40. The permanent unlock token was awarded to those who maxed their level in the beta and will be usable on one multiplayer item when the full game launches in October. They simply wanted to clarify for those worried that they wouldn't get theirs due to a bug. Next up, and possibly one of the most important, the Fog of War changes. Throughout the beta, the Fog of War was definitely one of the most recurring topics in terms of gameplay changes the community deemed necessary. During the beta, the new Fog of War was made to act as a 360-degree field of view with objects obscuring your vision blocked off. Many complained that this did not work as a Fog of War system, as it was really easy to know when someone was behind you. Treyarch definitely heard the complaints, as they are in fact changing the Fog of War to your standard cone of vision that the player actually sees. So instead of having vision behind you when you aren't even looking, it's more similar to the standard Call of Duty formula, where you are only going to be aware of the enemies in your vision. However, Treyarch has not completely abandoned this new mechanic. They are in fact just moving this to a benefit of running the Team Link perk, allowing those who decide to use a point and create a class the option of more vision. They also stated that they are implementing a HUD indicator that tells you when you are visible to enemy players. This is very interesting, as it will allow the player time to react and decide in the moment what they need to do instead of simply being caught off guard. They may make small adjustments to this new Fog of War leading up to release, but I doubt any large changes will take place. Another bullet point Treyarch wanted to go on to talk about was the influence of the tactic-to-play equipment. They referenced Black Ops 2's competitive aspect in manipulating spawns for team control over objectives, and how this system is actually somewhat encouraged as it requires strategical teamwork. They found the tactic-to-play, however, to be overwhelming to opponents near one, as bursts of defenders can be nearby, so they nerfed its cooldown, duration, and area of effect. This will inherently require more strategical placement, getting Black Ops 4 closer and closer to the competitive aspect Treyarch appears to be looking for. And for some quick little bits of information before we move on to the other main bullet point, the free cursor also debated was touched on in addition to kill cam loadouts. Treyarch did confirm that the free cursor will remain, but the D-pad will also be a usable option in terms of getting around the menu. I recall David Vonderhaar actually talking on this point, saying that since it's only the beta, we don't actually see the full purpose and usefulness of the free cursor, and that it'll make more sense in the full game. So we will definitely see more implementation of it in October. Also confirmed is the return of the loadout used by the enemy that killed you, which many were worried about, but the update simply states that they were not able to get it out in time for the beta. And on to the last topic mentioned, body armor. The introduction of armor was 100% the most talked about feature in the Black Ops 4 beta. The general consensus found was that the armor provided way too much of an advantage over players who chose not to run it as their equipment. Treyarch revealed that even with the stim shot being the most popular equipment, the body armor definitely needed toning down. Current changes made include explosives actually shredding armor like they're supposed to, damage being reduced instead of completely reflected by it, and rewarding extra points for takedowns against players using armor. They are also experimenting with the possibilities of nerfing movement speed with those with armor, discouraging more aggressive players from using it as their equipment. Even if these changes don't sound harsh enough, they show that Treyarch definitely sees the community reaction to the addition of armor, and are trying to find a place for it in the game without it being too dominating. I just hope they fix that horrifically loud glass breaking sound. Ending off the update reads, the beta gave us a tremendous amount of feedback. It showed us what needed to be tweaked, tuned, modified, and analyzed further. What has been great is how constructive and articulate you've been. This is, after all, why developers have betas in the first place. Looking forward to Blackout in September and onward to an awesome day one in October. Treyarch. Well, I hope this quick analysis gave you a better idea of just what's going on behind the scenes and prep for the release of Black Ops 4. Let me know down in the comments if you think Treyarch is leaving anything out, whether that be in terms of balancing weapons, adding new features, etc. As always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, and if you are new, don't forget to subscribe and hit that big boy bell for alerts on all the Black Ops 4 content headed your way. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.